So there are things Nigerian hospitals don't want you to know. And these are the things we are going to be exposing for you, because knowing this will save you, will save your family, will protect other citizens in the country as a whole. Now, medical practitioners, healthcare providers in any form, doctors, nurses, laboratory technicians, while discharging their duties and responsibilities medically, they have a responsibility to their clients. Not only responsibility, today we want you to know that you as a patient, you have rights. And the violation of these rights can cause a lot of problems to the health facilities, to the medical practitioners. But if you don't know these rights, how will you be able to enforce it? So in this series of what Nigerian hospitals don't want you to know, we'll be teaching you about what the doctors and nurses on duty are legally required to do for you when you come into the hospital as a patient. We'll also let you understand your rights. And most importantly, we will help you avoid mistakes that most Nigerians do, which becomes difficult for you to enforce your right where your medical right has been violated by medical practitioners in Nigeria. Make sure you stick to this video to the end, because the information you're going to learn here is going to help you a great deal. The number one right you have as a patient is right to emergency treatment. Let's take this practical scenario. Mr. A had an accident, or he slumped and was rushed to hospital by friends and families. At arrival of the hospital, it is clearly ascertained that Mr. A is in need of emergency treatment. However, the hospital insisted on deposit of the sum of 500,000 before he will be attended to. I am sure this story is relatable. You or your friend or your neighbor must have gone through this experience. Now, because of his condition, family and friends are left with no option than to begin to rally round on how to raise this money. Unfortunately, while they are on that, some hours later, Mr. A gave up the ghost, still in the hospital. Does the family of Mr. A have any legal right to enforce? Of course they do, because it is the responsibility of every hospital to treat an emergency patient. Now, Section 20, subsection 1 of the National Health Act 2014 has forbidden any clinic to deny emergency treatment to any patient. Payment of deposit cannot be a condition precedent to the treatment of a patient in emergency, because the law acknowledges the sanctity of human life and acknowledges that every second matters when it comes to the issue of saving a life. So today we want you to know it is your right to be attended to when a patient is rushed into a hospital with an emergency condition. No hospital can deny him treatment based on deposit has not been gotten. Now, you need to know that hospitals, doctors, nurses, medical lab, and every medical practitioner, every medical service provider can be sued for negligence, can be indicted, in fact, can be prosecuted and even jailed, not only in the UK, Canada, US, or any part of the globe, here in Nigeria. It is your right. You can enforce it. We have several cases, so don't stay in silence. Perhaps you have such an experience, or your neighbor. Share with us in the comment. Let us see, let us discuss what is happening in our health sectors. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that our medical practitioners are doing better. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll continue to give you exciting teachings on your rights as far as treatment is concerned in Nigeria.